Sony ImageSoft. Wait, this looks familiar. Wait, didn't I already do Hook? Yeah, I already did Hook.
Jack, Maggie, it's time for bed!
Daddy, is Grandma Wendy the real Wendy?
Maggie, that's ridiculous, you stupid bitch! Now close your eyes and go to bed before I kill you.
Then, Grandpa Peter's Band's Adventure made up story.
Jack, shut up! She's the real Wendy, isn't she? And I'm just doing different voices now. How will you ever grow up if you keep believing these silly stories? Now go to bed. We got church in the morning, because that's not silly at all. And all that stuff was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's enough of that. You guys have seen this already, so, if you're wondering why I'm redoing this game, because if you actually didn't watch my previous run of this, the audio was horrible. And of course we have the ship flying over the moon. And yes, I am redoing Hook. Because like I said, the audio in my original run was awful. And I've always wanted to just delete it and redo it, but people are like, no, it's too soon, it's too soon. Well, I think over a year has passed since I last did that run. I think now is a good time. And of course, dear Peter, your presence is required at the request of your children. From Captain Hook. Oh, kindest personal regards. From Captain Hook. Yeah.
Captain Hook Adventure? This isn't funny. Jack, Maggie, get out of here. And I'm gonna beat you, because that kind of thing is humorous, except it isn't.
And of course, here's Tinkerbell. Who are you?
Oh, Peter, you don't remember me? His name's Tink. I came here, the union hired me to come get you, and if I go and bring you back, they're gonna pay me my money. You know, it's been a year since they never paid me since the last time we did this, you know. And I want my money. Because, you know, if I don't have my money, then I'm broke, and I don't like being broke, because if I'm broke, that means your jaw is gonna get broke. If you know what I mean. Jelly bean.
And yeah, we already know what happens. They argue, and then eventually Tink kidnaps and rapes him, and then brings him to Neverland. Do. I do like the music in this, though. Yeah, come on. You don't remember how to fly because you've grown up, and apparently if you're an adult, you won't be able to fly. Always causing me trouble.
Always causing me and the union trouble.
And there she goes, flying off into the night, and we can skip the rest of this now. More exposition!
Hey, Lost Boys, even though he's fat and old, this is Peter Pan. Now, where's my money? Hook took his kids in, where's my money? He came to save him, now where's my money? You gonna help him, and where's my money?
I'm about to kick his ass too, but I'm gonna chill. I'm not Peter Pan.
Peter, shut up!
And of course, here's Rufio, looking as fabulous as ever. And yeah, we get it. They question his manhood, or I guess his kidhood. And yeah. And Rufio's like, I have this big sword, so that makes me the Pan. Yeah. And of course, there's only one thing to do. A training montage! Except we're not doing a training montage, we're just doing a full level. Which would be the first level. And this music is catchy. Get used to it right now, because we're... Oh, never mind. And we start our game! Of course, the A button is our attack button. We can move with the D-pad, and the B button is jump. If you're wondering what the hell C does, nothing, because it's not needed. If you hold the attack button and start moving, you will run. You're not exactly the fastest thing in the world, but you're fast enough that the game moves by relatively quickly if you allow it to. We want to get some momentum up, get rid of this guy. He'll shoot bees at us. But we want to get up here and grab this cherry. Well, we don't have to grab it, but a cherry refills health. By the way, it refills 1 unit of health, so yeah. I love this game's music. I just killed the butt. He is a fucking prick. Tinkerbell will give us fairy dust, and we have 2 paths we can go, the top path or the lower path. Take the fucking top path. The lower path, well, you can get a 1-up, it's a trap! And there's actually a bunch of spikes down there, and you will die a horrible death. And I will take that cherry because I can use the extra bit of health. But see, bunch of spikes, not worth it. I mean, you may be able to go down there without taking a hit, but it's not likely. And here's Rufio. Just smack him across the face like that. Rufio is easy as shit. You just gotta, once he charges you, you whack him, and yeah. He doesn't even have time to defend. Of course, if you take too long, he can start defending with his sword, but he's real easy, and you shouldn't have any problems with him. And one last bit of dialogue before we go into the game for reals. You are the pan, this is your sword. I remember now. I am Peter Pan. I have the power. He's the pan, he's the pan, he's the pan.
It's about time you remembered. Now where's my money? Let's go find Jack and Maggie and my money.
And now we have this awesome map theme. We shall go on adventures to find our children and kill Hook. Yes. This is the map theme. It lets you know where we're going on our adventure to find our kids and to go and defeat Hook. Yes. Did I tell you I love this game's music? Anyway, we are now on the first, I want to say legitimate level. The first level was kind of a training thing, and that leaf gives us an extra unit of health. And we start this level off with the Pan Sword. The Pan Sword, if you can't tell, shoots a little beam of energy out, kind of like the sword in the original Legend of Zelda game, if you have full health, although in this case, it's not really dependent on your health. You just get the item, and if you get hit, you lose it regardless. And, yeah, it's really just an extra hit and a little more range on your weapon. And, of course, we have the pirates. And we have 2 types of pirates primarily in this level. We have the archer, who will shoot 3 arrows that you can actually deflect with your sword. And we have the standard walking left-to-right pirates, who are pretty easy. However, they will start to become a little more tricky later on. But right now, they are pretty easy. And of course, we have other woodland creatures trying to kill us. We have spiders, we had hedgehogs, or porcupines, whatever you want to call them. I know they're technically different animals, but... And that is a 1-up right there, and I just killed a bat who was hanging in a tree, although you probably didn't see him. He's gonna respawn any minute anyway, so... See? I told you, he'll respawn. And we despawned him. Amazing. And there's another bat. Another bat. Now, of course, the tricky thing about this level, even though this level is pretty piss easy, is, you have these trees here that you're jumping from, and now we're at the point where there's bottomless pits. So, of course, if you fall into them, it's an instant death. And, yeah, I love the music in the Sega Genesis version of the game, which is why I picked it, but never mind that shit, it's boss time. And we have this guy here who's kind of like a pirate tribal-looking guy, who I always thought was like a monkey when I was younger. But he's actually a human. And he's going to come out of these trees here like you're playing whack-a-mole. And every time he comes out, once he goes back in, you'll see these acorns falling down. And the places he doesn't come out, you'll sometimes find boxing gloves that are trying to kill you. And of course, if you have the Pan Sword, you can actually just hang in this bottom left corner here and take him out from a distance. And with 3 strikes, he is down for the count. And we have an epic man victory pose. We have beaten the level, so this is our victory music. And we have the map music all over again. We shall see where we're heading to now. Now we can look at where we're going. if I'm not mistaken, we can actually skip this, but I don't want to because it's awesome, and yeah, I'll skip it now. And we now move on to the mountain. Or the canyon, I call it the mountain area. And I fucking love this music. The reason why I chose the Genesis version initially was because I like the music better in the Genesis version than I do the Super Nintendo version. And other than that, they're pretty much the same. Anyway, the enemies here, we have the pirates on the barrels who are rolling into us. We have these muscle men who are so strong they defy gravity. And of course we have the barrel guy again. At least those look like barrels to me. They could be giant rocks for all I know. And that plant, if you jump into the butterfly, he will hit you. However, I had the pan sword, so I didn't take any damage. Hey, he gave him one up. Maybe I'll have the same luck I did in Mega Man 2. And there's the pan sword up there. Oh, better watch out. Now, of course, these enemies start taking 2 hits now. Ah, we have new enemies, flaming archers. They shoot flaming arrows. And they only shoot 1 arrow, but when the arrow hits the ground, they cause a fire to spread for a small distance. And I have the pan sword again, so if you thought the pan sword was only given to you by Rufio, no, don't worry. If you lose the pan sword in the 2nd level, you get one here. And we'll find the pan sword in other places throughout the game. But the fire archers take 2 hits as well. And we just basically are scaling this mountain here. An apple will restore multiple units of health. That's good to know. This music actually kind of reminds me of something that would be like I know that there are people who are fans of the series who are going to get mad at me for saying this, or not mad at me, but this song always gave me kind of like a Conan the Barbarian vibe. Like, definitely like that, like a barbarian feel, with like the war drums and the, I don't know, just like a Viking feel almost. But that stage is over, so no boss there. We now shall move on to stage 4. And alright, we've seen enough of this, so we will just go ahead and skip this now. And we now move on to one of my favorite stages in the game, only because of the music. This is my favorite song in the game, bar none. Those tigers that you see, they shoot out rings of fire, and if you are in front of them, you will be frozen still for a couple seconds. Now, of course, if you do it over a pit, this can actually be quite detrimental to you because you will fall into that pit without a chance to save yourself. That is, if you run out of fairy dust. Which is possible. You want to avoid him. And of course, we got these pirates in the balloons who are shooting us with, you know, just straight up prejudice. And you want to go down there and get some fairy dust, otherwise you're not going to make it over this without getting hit. And of course, these balloon guys are also dropping bombs now. And we shall plunge into the ocean. And if you think that's a bottomless pit, do not worry about it, because a mermaid will come and lift you up. However, sometimes she can be a little more of a detriment than a help. Why do I say this? Because, if you will allow me to demonstrate, she will lift you into bombs. So you want to be a little careful. Unfortunately, I don't think you can just jump out of the water normally while you're swimming. You can jump out when she's holding you up, and when you get close to the edge, but see, it takes a little bit to get out of the water. And of course, we're already at the boss. Very short level, which is a shame, because this is the only level where this song appears. And we have this pirate flying ship, and we got these 3 pirates in here who will come out from the different sides. And we also have to watch out for these bombs dropping. Now, they give us fairy dust because obviously we're going to have to go back and forth. And you son of a bitch, of course you're going to come out where I can't hit you. Come on, there we go. And one more hit should do it. Now, of course, go on the other side, sure. That's what we need you to do, right? There we go. And with that, that is going to conclude today's episode. Yeah, because I think 4 levels is pretty good. And next time we shall continue on to see where our kids are.